Welcome back to Corey. He's
back.
Yes,
I'm back.
It's
Tuesdays. Half-mast.
Tuesdays Tips and Tales with Cece Live and Corey Alexander, who I thought you were like dead last week.
I was, and I'm dead this week too.
I
but
know.
I have risen from the coffin, risen from the grave.
He literally got out of his
to
jam
come and
jams.
have IT with Cece.
He's all,
And rhyming as well, by accident.
He's gonna hack up a lung soon, so
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
bad.
warning you. I told him he's gotta look that way
I have to. Yeah, I do have to.
or that way.
I might cough on
Right
my
there.
legs. Cough between my legs. Hello.
We
Yeah.
missed you.
So bad.
I have not seen you since the beginning or the end of last year.
Well, you went away.
Right? I went away.
I was around. She went
Right.
away, and then.
Well, you were around, but you were like doing your shows everywhere, which
I
was
look really
so
pale. Do I look dead? I look dead, don't I? I look disgusting.
cool. No, you don't.
I'm not even gonna make out with myself later. I was planning to get myself some love later. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Really?
No.
How are you gonna do that? Your
I
girlfriend's
don't know.
gonna touch you.
I was just gonna go and just help myself.
Hand sanitizer everywhere, right?
This oil is unbelievable. Yeah,
She's
I'm
not gonna
terrible.
kiss you.
I look like terrible.
She-
I'm getting your dog.
He's getting my
Dog's
poor
looking
poor
good.
dog.
I look
Allie,
pale.
run.
Your dog looks nice and tan. Things are gonna happen later.
Run,
Oh.
Allie, run.
Oh, anyway.
So Corey's back. We're
So I'm
so
back.
glad to see you, buddy.
So I might just be
Really?
mostly silent. That won't happen, but I
No,
have to save my
he's like,
voice.
I don't think I'm gonna be funny. I'm like, that's.
No, I didn't say
Possible.
that. I just said I might be more quiet, but I don't think that's.
Oh
gonna
my
happen
god!
either.
Seriously?
Yeah. Look at this. Look at how pathetic this is. Look at that.
He's got the Christmas coffee cup too.
I feel like we're going to discuss Great Expectations in about 5 minutes. Like, okay, what'd you girl think? I don't know. I love the whole book. Ugh.
Oh my gosh! Did you just go? Ugh.
Yeah, I just...
Oh,
tea?
that's
Who has
horrible.
tea?
Hey
Oh.
Karen, how are you? Welcome to Ladies' Night. It's Ladies' Night.
It is Ladies' Night. So
It's
you
Ladies'
didn't think I was
Night.
going to miss that, ladies and gentlemen, did you?
He missed the man show, which I was so hoping he would be here because
Oh, I know.
he said to me, "I didn't need any tips for being a dude."
Oh, yeah, Alton, screw you, man. Screw you and your nice cup.
Alton was awesome last week. Awesome.
See, Al knows I'm
Hey
a man.
Karen.
See, Al knows that I'm a man's man. But I like women a lot better. So that's the way it is. Just
We
don't
both
forget.
missed you. He actually typed in last week that he missed you. But
I know. I miss me too.
I said, Alton, remember all the tips that I was handing out? And I just said, Corey A would be like, I already know that.
Oh,
or, yeah, he
I
would
know
say,
that.
yeah, whatever.
So here's the tips and tales. Here's my tip. Okay, don't do comedy in Milwaukee in early January. That's my tip for you.
Why did you do that?
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a fun idea, like it's Milwaukee. I didn't think it was going to be that cold, but apparently
It's
I'm one step below a moron.
Wisconsin.
I'm like one step below a moron, and I realized like, okay, it's Wisconsin. What was I thinking? It's just Milwaukee's cold, and I went from Philadelphia that was like 32 degrees. It wasn't that bad. There was no wind.
Right.
I got to Milwaukee. It literally on touchdown, they said it was 3 degrees and it was negative 15 wind chill.
It's Milwaukee,
soon as it was over.
Wisconsin, like Minnesota.
But even then,
I
they said
mean-
it wasn't that. It hasn't been that cold in a long
Well,
time.
it's usually like 40 below.
And
So
there's some like
that's
Canadian
why
wind
you
that comes
got
down or
sick.
something. I don't know. I don't know if the Canadian wind is.
Was there snow?
I don't know if the Canadian wind was in like French wind or something. Maybe I think it was like a tongue was hanging out or something.
I'm
And
not
it
even
swept
going to
across.
comment on French wind.
That's right. It hit me on the backside, and I wasn't hating it.
As some little French
Little
Canadian
French,
gals came down.
little French wind. Nobody was complaining here.
No snow.
So it
How
was
did you
no snow.
get sick
It
though?
was
I mean, it's
brutal.
just cold.
I think between the plane and then being that it was 15 below and I was running around in like sort of a lighter jacket. I mean, I didn't think ahead.
Airborne, that stuff's great.
Yeah, I had the
Take
plane
some
thing.
airborne
I had sickness thing. It's just been a bad 2 weeks, and it still feels like crap. And now I'm holding a gay cup of tea, so it's not getting any better.
Smallest violin in the world.
Well, Barb knows how manly I am. She knows.
Hey Barb, how are ya?
Barb and Karen know. Like
He's a manly man. Alton's just just feel free to
just
bust
because I have
up
my
on
piggy
him all
extended
night
does
long.
not mean anything.
Don't breathe on me, please.
That's just for the
I'm
cleavage.
gonna end up saying. I'm looking at it, I know.
I tell you when will you stop? Yeah, he's gonna come off like a doctor. You shut up.
What
You
do
when
you
you're
say?
airborne, like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Hey, Barb.
I said airborne as well. So we had the man show without my
He's like
man.
the guy who turns in like the doctor as soon as he's like, oh, you should do this and that. I'm like, everybody's a doctor when you have her sickness.
Well, the airborne is good stuff.
All right,
like,
okay. What are you, invested in airborne? Let it go. I didn't take it. I'm already sick. It doesn't matter. I can't do anything about it.
He's getting cranky.
You broke your leg. You know what you shouldn't do? Break your leg.
Don't.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that aspect. Well, maybe you should have told me that before I broke my leg. Unbelievable.
So good
All
to
right.
have him back.
Yeah, I know. The sarcasm is just dripping right here. Like this tea.
You should put a little scotch
steeped in
there.
tea and sarcasm
A
tonight.
little scotch or bourbon or something. So, oh my gosh, here we go. It's hacking along. So, you had the show in Minnesota, no, Wisconsin.
So Wisconsin. So I had
The
a show there,
cheeseheads.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
I guess it got worse because I was starting to feel sick, and then I had a show at the Borgata. It wasn't at the club; it was just a private show at the Borgata. I think that made it worse.
Because of the lap dance?
Was this it?
Because of the
lap dance,
dances?
probably afterwards. It was a great show. I mean, it was a corporate show. It really went well, and I think I overexerted yelling. And it just got really worse, and I just felt so run down the next day. Like my extended checkout was till like 4:30 in the afternoon. I mean, it was way extended. It was brutal.
It had nothing to do with the hookers, or
No, because she told me that she was, A, that she was on the pill, which was good, and B, she was also, she took airborne before she rubbed me. So I figured if she's on airborne, there's no way nothing can transfer to me.
So now wait a minute. Did you hook up with your two little girlfriends in Atlantic City that we've talked about on so many episodes?
Oh yeah, they were there. I think they made me sick because they made me take off my shirt and run around in the cold naked. So I don't even know what that meant, but I did it. So
you did.
It was a dare. And
it's good to have you back.
So then I had a little show this weekend. I think I got even worse then. I felt like crap for like all weekend. And
why isn't your girl taking care of you?
Oh, I've hired a maid to take care of me now.
A French maid?
Yes.
Who went to Minnesota. Wisconsin. I keep saying Minnesota.
I know.
I like to say
Why
Minnesota.
do you want to be in Minnesota?
I like how you say it, Minnesota.
Soda. Oh, yeah. Oh, soda.
Soda. So, New Year's Eve, I haven't seen you. You have some resolutions?
So I want to do since I mistook our first one. I love your top, CC. Well, you women are so weird.
Thank you.
Have you seen Al? Have you seen one Al going, hey, I liked your watch, I like your shirt, and your pants? Awesome. You women, I don't know what it is. I don't know why you compliment yourself like you're going to try and get some ass. Like, I think you're not going to try and hook up here.
She's my BFF.
Well, stop complimenting her shirt. Come on. I think she's worn that before. I recognize the cleavage. So I think it's... See, I'm not saying I'm going to run myself down. If I can't talk tomorrow, I'm going to kill you.
If I'm sick tomorrow, I'm going to kill you.
Okay, good. Well, we both dead. We just both did the knives at the same time.
You think your girlfriend will take care of both of us?
I think I'm going to try and hire that maid for the both of us. She rubs Vicks Vapor Rub in like the Spanish way. It's like counterclockwise.
You know, if you put it down there, you'll get a thrill.
Way ahead of you. Already there. Why do you think I'm so happy?
Burning love.
It burns when it pees, sort of an icy hot pee.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So, missed last week, but I thought we were doing a New Year's Eve show, but we did.
No, that was supposed to be the week before, but we won't talk about that. It
'cause
was
you
the
didn't tell
man
me.
show. Well, usually you just show up and I have a drink for you and I have everything set up.
I thought you were away for like 2 weeks and you don't tell me things and I like your big opens. Hey, listen, Barb, we can make that a little lengthier if you'd like.
Oh my
Doesn't have to stop here. You know what I'm saying?
He has a bra on.
I'm not too shy.
So
I want to do the resolutions real fast. Let's run through real fast. I think you talked about them last week.
Well, we were talking about guys. So this is about
This
was
is
the
guy
man
stuff.
show. So this is like the guy stuff. So New Year's resolution, the guys are like, I'm gonna get back to the gym and I'm gonna pump some iron and I'm gonna go on a diet.
Pump some what?
Iron, and I'm gonna get all cut and I'm gonna do all
Who the hell
this.
screws iron? That's weird.
So, anyways, these doctors came up with a list of
the guy stuff. All right, let me.
the guy stuff. But real quick.
Let me run through the regular one for everybody real fast. Then we'll get to the guy stuff.
What's the regular one?
Transition
The
to
one
stuff.
that your New Year's resolutions?
Excuse me.
goodness.
This is just in general.
I think
This
that
is
just splattered all over the iPad.
They took a poll at the end of 2016. They asked people what their resolutions were going to be. So this is the 2017.
Awesome.
Most responded answers, like a top. It's like a Family Feud.
Nice.
For the top 10.
Oh, I love
So
that.
we'll start at this is a tie for 10. So there's technically 11.
Okay.
So what would you say, like down at the bottom is?
Down at the bottom. I'm not going to eat chocolate.
No, come on, it's not even on there.
Really?
Yeah.
Candy?
No.
I'm not going to have sex.
You're close. You're in that area.
Are
No,
you kidding
not sex. But I mean, what's in that area of sex? Almost the opposite of sex. Not lust, but what's the other L word?
Love.
There you go.
I'm not going to fall in love.
I'm gonna find love.
Oh, you're going to find love. That's so sweet.
I'm not gonna find. Yeah, this year I'm not gonna have sex. I'm not gonna find love. Dude, I can do that any year without even trying. Some days I just have to wake up for that. Not gonna find love. The whole point is you find love. Yeah, it's to find real love.
All right. So one is to find love. Now, was there an age
So that's
range?
that's down to tied for 10.
I know, but is there an age range of this?
I think it's everybody. I think it's everybody
Okay.
over like 21.
So number 10.
About the age of 2. I don't
Is
know.
find love.
Find love, and along with that is
What?
what do you do day to day? What do you wake up and do?
Drink coffee.
Yes. Resolution is to drink coffee.
Find a job. Find a better job.
What's wrong with you?
A lot. So
You wake up and you do a job, so it's to find
Yeah.
love and find a better job.
I just said that.
Okay,
That's
so there you go.
a great
Time for time.
plan.
So number 9, something you should definitely consider doing.
Uh-oh.
Doing more good deeds for others. Yeah, what about that?
Who,
What about
me?
a little charity work would be nice.
Dude, I did the
Look
3-day
at her.
walk twice.
I have a daughter. That's charity enough.
Yeah, I did the 3-day walk for breast cancer twice.
There you go.
Seriously, and I
Okay.
donate to tons of organizations, and I totally
CC
believe in it. I
Foundation?
wish I actually had more time. You know, when I was younger, I did some volunteer work for terminally ill children in the
Nice.
pediatric division. Yeah.
Very nice.
And my mother's like, "What's wrong with you? You're like one of the most sensitive people that I know," and it actually made me a better person, a stronger person.
Dog is lipping my nipple. Or licking my nipple. Licking my nipple.
Allie, that's on my list
Licking your
of
nipple?
how to please your man. It's coming up.
Hey, don't forget that.
It is a ladies' night show, so come on.
And then have a dog who's not too
Zip to
shy.
this, come on.
A dog who's not too shy with
We
you.
got to get to the ladies.
Learn something new on my own is number 8.
That's cool.
That's good. Number 7.
Oh, and by the way, charity. I took care of my mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, for 4 years, who had cancer.
Well, I had sex with charity,
They
so
gave
I
up.
did my charity work.
Anyways, so go ahead.
Number 7, probably familiar. You already talked about it.
Really? Are we going to do this?
Yeah, it's number 7. Come on. What is
Nipples?
No. Yeah, like more
You
nipples.
said nipples.
What is?
Candy, coffee.
Your daughter's in some serious world of trouble. I'll tell you that.
This
No,
is
you
an
mentioned
adult show.
part of the guys thing, the guys' resolutions.
Oh, about going to the gym.
There you go. So
Go to
number
the
7
gym.
is work out more often.
Alton said nice. About the nipples?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So number 7 is work out more often. Number 6, spend more time with family and close friends. I think it's always a good resolution.
Absolutely.
Number 5, this is interesting. Now, I don't know exactly how they termed this or what the deal was, but number 5 was do more exciting things.
I think that means like jump out of planes.
I know,
or-
but some people that might be like go out of the house. I mean, it's like it could be a
It could
wide
be.
range of things.
Well, maybe more exciting things like hobbies, like pick up.
Like maybe it's like putting on a leather mask or like save first banana. All right, that's very more exciting.
Or kidnap somebody.
Or like have tea instead of a beer. I don't know. That's more exciting for me.
More exciting. They should expand on that. Okay.
Now this is interesting.
Every day is exciting.
Because I
to
guess
me.
this is on there almost every year, but you figure it's almost passé now.
Right.
This is answer number 4. Quit smoking.
You know, really, nobody should smoke. It's horrible.
I know, but I mean, it's like you
Unless
think it's so
unless
much.
it's pot,
it's like
but-
it's a small part of the population now. So
Not really. I
people
mean,
who smoke now seem almost like they want to smoke. I mean, that's the point of like it's no longer the 70s or 80s. It's not cool or anything. So if you're smoking,
Right.
smoking because you want to.
but there's a whole nother. I mean, you know,
There's every which way to quit.
we're in a different
There's
demographic.
e-cigs.
So,
Yeah.
well, e-cigs are huge, so that qualifies as smoking.
I guess so.
It's not great for you. Anytime you put anything in, I even when they smoke like fish or smoke meat, I get wigged out a little bit about eating that
Yeah,
because
definitely
there's
smoke
like
your meat. You know, no eviction. I think that's in there too.
That
I
was
think
Christmas.
Number 4 is quit smoking and smoke your meat. It's hand in hand. Number 3, I think we all.
what do you say?
Europe smokes. Yeah, Europe definitely smokes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They have no problem.
And
smoking.
over in like Asia, no? Are they big?
not
No, they're big
huge.
karaokers.
Yeah, they're big
So,
karaoke. I don't think they're speak
karaokers.
smokers.
That's what it is.
So number 3, I think is everybody. Better financial decisions. Invest wisely. Invest, save. So I think that's all.
Did that taste good?
Oh my God! I'll tell you, my own mucus is pretty darn delicious.
Disgusting.
Especially when you have Popeye chicken a little earlier.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
All right.
I
So
wanted to.
what's number 1? Come on.
So number 2 is life/self-improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, number one is the same every year. The same every year.
Go to the gym.
Well, what's like, that's like...
Work out, lose weight.
Let's just lose weight.
So here's my take on the whole lose weight thing. I don't think anyone should own a scale. I think that everything should be based on how your clothes fit. Because everybody's like counting calories, and I get that. But it's really watching what you eat, but it's not like, oh, I lost 10 pounds. Well, you might lose 10 pounds, but how do your clothes fit? You know, I want my pants falling to the floor.
Speak for yourself.
Or it's getting, you know. It's good to be.
I want my
good to have you back.
I want my pants to fall to the floor. Which doesn't happen too often.
Every guy does. Right?
All right, so quick. So then this is like the guys' version last week.
Yeah, so he wants to get caught up, even though this is ladies' night. So we need to
brush well.
Yeah, so you get really sick. This is probably... We should like just roll through some of the stuff.
Yeah, but brush well, avoid sickness. Well, duh, avoid sickness.
Well, I know. No. Meaning that, so you obviously didn't watch a show.
I watched. In a dusty haze.
So what happens is, when you don't brush well...
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Jen. You get sick from... you can get sick in a lot of different ways because of the bacteria, stuff that goes to your heart, you know, and you know how they say sometimes when you go for dental work, when they're chipping away at the dental work and it goes into your heart and you have heart issues, you can have major heart problems.
So teeth brush well.
Well, yeah, like, you know... No, brush your teeth well. Anyways, we should roll through these.
If you brush your hair well, you avoid sickness.
You know, so basically what they're saying from a New Year's Eve resolution standpoint from last week is, guys, you know what? Go to the gym, but don't go to the gym and kill yourself. You know, pick the right workout routine. You know, if you have back pain, do the right exercises to get your body back in shape. Like, some people are like, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. It's New Year's Day, and I'm, you know, 280 pounds. I haven't worked out in like 5 years. And then they go ballistic, and they have an injury.
And then they don't go back.
Right, and then they don't go back, or they get sore and they can't walk the next day, or some people like have heart attacks and stuff. You got to get a doctor's clearance. So anyways.
So brush well, your hair and your teeth. I think your hair is important.
Yeah.
Brush well. Gyms, just don't go too hard. And then 3, train to poop at the same time. Do you know that I do a routine about this? Did you hear about it?
Did you watch the show last week? So the doctors are saying that you should train yourself to poop at the same time every day. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's hard to do. It's all visualization.
I go 5 o'clock every day.
You do? 5 a.m.?
5 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I'm a home pooper.
No.
I don't like to go away.
Can we move on to ladies' night? Come on.
All right, so then
let's just, like, roll through
the books. Read some books. Lower your blood pressure.
Totally.
Okay, so read some books. Let yourself get boned. Let yourself get
bored.
Boned.
Let yourself get bored, because we are such multitaskers in this day and age. So we're going, and then when you let yourself get bored, it actually gives yourself a break.
So it'll recharge a little bit.
It recharges, yeah.
All right, so then spike your water.
Spike water, and we all do that. We all put nutrients and whatnot in there.
Yeah, it's good.
Socks and gloves to bed if you can't sleep. So there's this study out there that if you put socks and gloves on, that it actually helps you go to sleep quicker and sounder sleep, and you kick them off in the middle of the night, but it's supposed to be I know so many people who don't sleep at night, so try that.
That'd be interesting. Greet my maid with just socks and gloves on. That'll be hot. Yeah.
And then there's the heart on the chest, the hand on the chest thing that's known that when you're feeling anxiety and your heart's like racing, if you grab yourself, you feel yourself. Woo! That it actually, there's there's something in your mind that actually lets that happen.
And also get to 10 to 20 minutes of sun. So that's
you gotta have sun. Definitely have to have sun. So let's talk. We're gonna roll through this. You know, I really want to talk about the ladies.
All right. Well, we got time. And if you actually stop talking, we can get through these a lot quicker.
He's like,
jeez.
See, look.
I'm going through bam.
What do we have there? I do too.
You too.
Elliot.
Oh, he probably just does one of the things we just talked about, but you weren't paying attention.
All right.
All right, so let me run through these fast. All right, so 5 things you never do during sex. Number 1.
Why did you go sex?
Sex.
5 things you never do during sex.
During sex.
Did you do this again? We just had this show.
Risk of STDs. Wrap it up. No oil-based lube. Who needs lube?
All right, so like
plowing 80-year-olds.
Listen, if you have condoms on and you use oil-based lube, your chick is going to be screaming to the emergency room because there's a reaction. So if you want to get rid of a girl,
she can be screaming to the emergency room. You say it like it's a bad thing.
You want to get rid of if there's
no cuddling, no call the next day. I know where she is. Perfect.
Yeah.
You just give me a reason to use oil-based. Holy mackerel.
I'm just saying.
ER visit.
You might be running too.
It's okay. Stop at place for the night. We'll be next to each other. We don't have to snuggle. How's it going in there, honey?
You're not a snuggler.
I'm having the vegetables now through my nose.
Oh, that's the next
fruit
one.
and vegetables with vagina.
All right, so he's reading notes. Last week I talked about that there are people that like use vegetables and fruits and stick them up the places where the sun doesn't shine, right?
I don't think the sun shines up there.
And pieces break off, and that's an emergency room visit.
Okay.
Yeah, and if there's no stopper on the end of it, it gets lost up the backyard.
Sticking like grapes up.
Oh no, people do stuff. It's like
Why eat them normally when you can stick it up your vagina?
We talked about this like 10 episodes ago about the emergency room visits where people like
do crazy stuff. I know.
Yeah, do crazy stuff.
No pressure to finish. Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
Take your time. I'm going to finish up this Words with Friends. You do what you got to do.
Candy Crush.
I'm almost done. Just do whatever.
Ting, ting, ting.
You just tap me when you're finished. Oh, good. It's not oil-based, is it? Anyway, not hard, slow.
Yeah, so you know.
If it's not hard, it is going to go slow. Let me tell you that right now.
So anyways, come on.
All right, so the hottest sex tips.
All right, so we talked, and this could actually go in line with what we're going to say to you ladies out there tonight. You know, I talked last week about some ideas that women wish men knew about when they're hanging out and
all right, so I'm going to run
shaking the sheets up.
Let me run this rapid fire. Here we go. So, hottest sex tips with women you wish you knew. Hug from behind. Nice. Yeah. I always get a little reach around and behind. That's always good.
Reach around's great.
Even nice girls like being a little dirty, talking in public. Okay.
Yeah.
You dirty whore. Buy that blouse. Oh, you betcha, baby.
I did.
Show that cleavage. Oh, okay, talk more. It's not even on sale. Oh, definitely get it. Don't say fine if she asks if she looks good. Okay, so what you say?
Yeah, because like you've had this happen where the woman goes, "Hey, how do I look?" And if you go, "Oh, you look fine," that's like saying you look like shit. Jinx.
You look so hot and sexy. I want to
So
take you
hot.
right now. I want to go out and talk dirty to you in public. Oh no way! And hug you from behind.
So, anyways, fine is
how
not
good
a good word.
You look so good. I want to hug you from behind. That's how good you look.
Fine is never good.
You look so good. I want to.
Fine means like, oh, I polished the furniture.
You look so hot. I want to turn you around. That's how much hot you look.
Oh my God, that's mean.
But that's the hug from behind. I'm
know.
calling back the other stuff. Jeez.
That's a hug though. That's not doing it from behind. All right, so
get rid of the TV. No,
yeah, no
do
TV
that.
in the bedroom.
No, can't do that. That's the whole
How are
savior.
you gonna watch porn?
It's the whole savior to TV. Kidding me?
Oh my God.
Whole TV is a savior to the bedroom. Especially when you have a hard to soft thing. So let her dress up.
So women love to get dressed
women
up.
love getting dressed up.
Oh my God,
geez.
like a dress. I love dresses. I love letting the legs out. And the thing about if you
They do
men
like
like
to dress up.
support that, where they like to dress up and look beautiful, guess who's gonna get lucky?
There you go.
Because if they're feeling sexy, you're gonna get sexy.
sexy.
And that's
All
what
right.
I said last
So
week.
let her dress
Yeah.
up. All right, there you go. Pillow under the tushy. Oh yeah, I know that one well. Especially when their ass is hanging off the bed, you want to kind of push them up. And there you go. Slower's better. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
Tell her shoes are beautiful after sex.
No, tell her she's beautiful.
And
What?
finish. By the way, your
And-
shoes are awesome.
Well, if they're stilettos, they are, right?
So I let them keep the shoes on, so I think that would actually be a good,
Yeah,
that would be a
I
good
think
segue.
that-
It's like, and done. I love your shoes. They're so high.
I love your red bottom shoes, honey.
I love your heels. God damn it.
Especially when they're digging in my back.
Yeah.
You have
Oh man.
scars and you're
That's when you
bleeding.
ever put it in my eye.
Oh, this was we talked about Pornhub.
Okay.
Have you ever done Pornhub?
That was good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
My friends do it. I've heard of it.
So last week,
I know.
Alton said Stern does Pornhub, right, Alton?
Brigitte.
Hey, Brigitte.
How you doing?
How you doing? Bar Brigitte, 3 weeks. You know what we're doing.
So there's just to manage your, and just the last thing is just to manage your overall
So
sexual health for a guy. So
yeah,
just
I gave some
run
tips
through
and tips about
healthy
how
diet,
men
of course,
should.
exercise, of
do
course, stop smoking, of course, manage
It
your
causes
stress,
all this causes sexual dysfunction.
healthy diet, exercise, stop
Hey,
smoking,
Brigitte.
manage stress, lubricants.
How was New York?
Doctor, less
I'm not
alcohol.
listening to him.
Do not.
There's
Doctor
like-
likes alcohol and illegal drugs. How about
Yeah.
legal drugs?
So these are things to avoid if you want to avoid sexual dysfunction for a man, because the older you get,
Already do it.
of course, I know, but a lot of people out there didn't know it. He's such a know-it-all.
Well, I got a cough. Grab my balls.
Oh my.
I turn my head and cough for you.
No, usually you grab the balls. That makes you cough. Brigitte, amazing.
I am? Thank you.
No, I said, how was New York? I want to hear all about it
New York.
tomorrow. So this is ladies' night, and I'm sure.
I'm going to just go ahead and assume that she meant I was amazing. I'm not talking about Steve
Yeah,
in New York.
well, I wouldn't know that.
Because I am amazing.
Right.
Even though I look like a piece of crap. Why look so
You
bad?
have the bright light on you.
Alright, so let's get to your women's stuff. This looks good.
Mm.
I do have the light. The light's too much tonight.
So, I think we'll open up with, what do women want from a man? Like, we've talked about what a man wants. No, money isn't even on that list. We talked about, what women wish men would know. But this is about what women, I'm tongue twisted. This is what women want men to know about them. So it's from the female perspective.
You know, Michael Moore gets laid a lot. Do you think it's because he's very handsome?
No, he did that McDonald's thing, didn't he?
Oh, it's not him.
I know. I'm totally kidding. So, anyways, here's what women said about what they would love to see in a man. So, men, next time you're
High credit rating.
introduced, next
780.
time you're
Oh, you are so
interested
attractive.
in a woman, think about these things, because this is what they're thinking. This is the woman's mind, by the way. The guy's mind is like, I just want to get laid every day.
Yes.
Yeah. And we know that. We know
Okay.
that. So these are just little tidbits we're looking for. So one of them, the first one is honesty. And that doesn't mean open your heart out. It's hey.
Honesty.
No, it's not. No, here, listen. I agree with this. So if you start
really?
dating someone and you're all right, so you both ask each other, who you date, are you still dating, you're doing this, be honest. Yeah, I'm still dating, or I'm still having relations, or how about you don't want to date that person anymore? You be honest and say, hey, we're done. I don't think we're meant for each other. I don't think this is going to work. Or you're out on a date and you're not clicking, and be like, hey, it's been great meeting you. Maybe we can be friends, because you can be friends. It's an honest thing. Just be honest,
Because the women are so honest
I had
with men,
sex
too.
with 2,000 women. You got to tell that girl.
Because women are always so honest.
All right, so we're going to try to make this about ladies and make them
right.
feel good. So the next one was about understanding, and meaning love her for who she is. Love her because she's a strong-willed woman, or love her because
She knows you all the time.
no, love her for all those little idiosyncrasies, because everybody has them, including who you're dating. Women just want the man to understand, hey, this is what I'm all about. Yeah, am I always 5 minutes late? Oh my God, I am. That's one of my biggest weaknesses is
Right.
the late thing. So understand. They want you to understand. Caring. See,
Ugh. You want honesty, understanding, and caring?
this is what women want from a guy. And it doesn't have to be on the spectrum of 1 to 10. It doesn't have to be 10. It just has to be, hey, you matter. Not a lot of guys are I, me.
Honesty, understanding, and
So
caring.
it's, yeah. But you're looking
That's
at it
more.
as an extreme of understanding, caring, and honesty. It's just having hey, this is who I'm all about. Be honest with me. If you dig me, great. If you don't, fabulous. Or hey, I suck in bed, but why don't you teach me? No, not everybody's perfect. So
No.
it's about communicating, I guess, would be the big part of most of that.
That's the thing that's tough. I think it's a tough part a lot of guys struggle with.
Oh,
Is
they
teaching
do.
women in bed, though. Seriously. That's a
Come
big
on.
topic.
Well, we're going to talk about that, because that comes up in tonight's show, is that women, it is one, if you read my blog a couple months ago, it says, can we talk? And it's about how men struggle with communication. And as a woman, you have to understand that they're not us. And that's why we're totally different, by the way. But there's a way to kind of work around some of these things. And that's hey. And if the guy doesn't like you for who you are, then fuck him. Go somewhere else.
Then just
Just No,
don't actually do anything. Just go, and it tends to go away. Apparently.
Say a bye-bye.
How about that, buddy? Can you handle that?
No, you don't.
Spitting on you as you leave. Yes.
So, anyways,
or my
it's
disease
really,
germs on you.
Can I tell you, like, so the majority of women that I talk to were like, when a guy genuinely is interested in them from who they are, what they are, and their life, their family, their everything, it's sexy. It is like, it turns a woman on, like, it generates like a closeness, a bond, and a relationship. Now, if you're not interested in having a relationship, then yeah, that's not going to happen. You're just going to have sex, and it's going to be a one-night stand or whatever. So,
again, you say like it's a bad thing.
So here's one though: strength, right? But strength, be strong for her. But not only from like a physical standpoint, but from a mental standpoint, because she wants you to be strong for her. Like, I'm like, when a guy is like, hey, I'll handle that for you. In a good way. I mean, you don't want to be babied or like controlled or anything narcissistic. But when they're genuinely interested in the strength of the physical and mental aspect of, hey, I support you,
right?
And like, you're the bomb, and I'm gonna do, hey, let me go build you a new garage. Let me take your dog for a walk. Did I say, build me a new garage?
And how far on Mars do they have to go to meet these guys?
No, anyways, so we look at these differences between men and women, which is amazing. The list that we read about what, men want women in a woman and vice versa. So I know, he's bored, he's getting sick. So most of all, show her you're capable of loving. And if you're not capable of loving, then don't let the door hit you in the ass. I mean, just a little tidbit. It doesn't have to be like, I love
honesty,
you.
understanding, caring,
yeah, capable of. This is the consensus. I'm just saying. Yeah.
This is like all my New Year's resolutions. I mean, if I had New Year's, this is like 100 resolutions. Yeah. It's just that alone. That's a lot of work. I'm exhausted just looking at your list. I'm tired.
It's a lot of work, but again, the women aren't looking for. They're just looking for tidbits of all this, of each. It's not security, financial and literal. And what that means is not sugar daddy kind of, but there are a lot of women out there that need the billionaire, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. But security financially meaning, hey, we're comfortable, we can have fun, we can do things. Simple,
that
standard quality of life. What?
Men look for that too.
Oh, men look for sugar mamas?
Well, not just that, but some who have financial security. And again, they don't have to be super wealthy, but just have a nice job, they have a good income, they can take care of themselves.
So when they get divorced, they don't get screwed?
Exactly. So
I thought it was more for they like that their woman to be actually intelligent.
No, but that is
driven.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's true.
But there are a lot of men out there who cannot handle a very strong woman.
No.
Oh God, I know so many of them.
I don't think so.
No, not in the muscle. Like a very outgoing, strong.
Financially, she's smart. She's entrepreneurial. No, I think it's good. It's very good.
It is great, but there are a lot of men out there that don't want that. That they're looking for the stay at home and take care of me kind of thing. And I know a lot of Mr. Moms where the girls are very successful. Actually, some friends of mine, and it's like, you go, girl.
I'll take care of the kids and watch Hogan Serials all day. I'll go with that.
With your hand down.
Sign me up. If you're listening, I'm available.
With his hand down.
That's right. I'll get started.
So anyways, and from a literal standpoint of security is, hey, I want to be safe, I want to be healthy, and I want to be comfortable.
Okay.
So knowing that you don't have to, I'm a big fan of, hey, no debt, no debt. You don't have to live large. You just have a good, clean living, and you do things. So you have the financial ability to do things with your children or not, or as a couple.
There you go.
So blind loyalty.
Oh, you have to be loyal too?
Yeah. You know what? All women want to know is
you want our kidneys too, or what else do you need?
All women want to know is they only have eyes for you. Hi, Caroline. They only want to know that they have eyes
And
for
you
you.
know that men are disgusting pigs.
Yeah, so here's one of the things that I don't understand about men that you could probably answer me, except for the fact that they must be highly insecure when they do this. So you're out to dinner with them.
Want to take a poop? Everything we do is
No.
insecure. Am I pooping good? Does it smell enough?
You're out to dinner at an event or at a ball game or wherever, and they're just staring at other women right in front of you. Like you're having a conversation, and they're like staring at other women, like and women who walk by. It's like, why do they do that?
Because that's just eye porn for us.
No,
it's all good.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be focused on that person you're with. I think it's crappy. I think it's like, and women, you've got to agree with me. I think that.
Okay, so when all like the firemen have to take off their uniforms and they're like,
I would not look. We're not.
Oh, that's your nose there. I'm gonna hit the screen.
We're not talking.
Oh, give me a break.
No, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, because I know, because women
That's
love
sort of
watching.
like all the Playboy bunnies walking.
Women
through
love
the
watching
restaurant.
swimming events just for the
No,
for the
but come on,
technique.
seriously, it's like it's not cool. You're trying to
You
have a
know you're
conversation.
checking out some dudes. That's why you're watching
Totally
the field.
don't. Never do. Never ever. I focus on who I'm with. Absolutely, you don't do.
You're down at a beach resort and some dude walks by real jacked and like a little, little bikini.
Banana hammock?
Yeah.
I would laugh my ass off. I would not look. A banana hammock?
All right, let's say he's wearing normal shorts and he's really ripped. And he's good looking. You're not at least gonna peek in your little sunglasses. You're not gonna just go. Ooh. My eyes gonna follow his body while
But if
I'm focused
I'm there
forward.
and not talking to someone, yes. But if you're engaged at dinner in a conversation,
You're not gonna just at least move a little bit. It's not gonna. Your eyes are gonna
No.
slightly drift off.
no.
At least your good eye.
I'm talking about blind loyalty here.
You
No.
are blind.
No, I mean, y'all check out people.
Of course,
check out
women
guys.
both do that. Yeah.
But I'm talking about, so many women have said, I'm sitting there
In the
having
moment.
dinner with this guy, and it's awesome and great, and he's just like,
Now, is this the beginning
all
relationship
night,
or like in the
all
middle
night.
or?
Yeah, in the middle and in the end. In the beginning, it's in everything. But anyways,
I mean,
let's
I
get back to-
would say it'd be terrible if you're like engaged in a conversation and she walks by and you like blatantly turn your head.
That's
and
what I
just,
was just saying.
But if they're just kind of like giving a casual look,
No.
every guy's gonna do that.
No, I know that. And so, well, women know I'm talking
Yeah, but
about.
this is an obnoxious look, then yeah, I would just then I would say
blatant.
that's horrible.
The
Yeah.
same for women.
It's not good.
So anyways.
Unless you got like a mirror or something like behind her head. Like I try to put a mirror like right there. Just,
See what's going on.
I want to see the TV as well as the back of the girl.
Right, I know.
You know, I don't miss him coming or going. Just make sure I can see him. Real view ahead of him. All right, so what else you got?
So we
So
have
apparently
to
I have to do everything. For
So
women.
yeah, women have it. So it's funny the contrast
Caring, loyal,
between what
honest.
we talked about on the man show versus, what women.
Well, here, real fast. Of all those things,
wrong
touch
one.
yourself.
Right
What the
here.
hell is this going? What the hell is notes that you write to yourself? Touch yourself.
What?
Honesty, understanding, caring, strength, compassion, security, blind loyalty. Which is the most important of that?
You can't.
And you would like to chime in.
I
too.
would say blind loyalty.
Really, of all those,
Eh,
you want a guy who's dishonest,
no.
but he's loyal as hell?
No, you can't be. Well, I don't think you can narrow it down to one
Are
thing.
you cheating on me? I have blind loyalty.
I think you have to just basically say, "Can I have a tidbit from each one?"
I know, but
You
if
hope
you had
that-
to choose
I
one
think
that
that
was,
you hope when you date that
Let's just
the
say
other
he's got-
person's honest.
he's only got tidbits of each one, but he's not flowing out of any of those.
Oh,
But
well, who
what-
wants a guy that's
what-
flowing with all
Well,
that?
well, how about one?
Caring?
The one you want that flowing. The one that you want that's got to be. I would love that flowing out of one of them.
Gosh, I don't know. I have to think about that one.
Blind loyalty.
No, I think maybe it could be just. I don't know. All of it.
I think the caring. I think women would go for that over everything else.
I think, absolutely care. Well, the thing is, they're all tied together. If you don't care about somebody, you're not going to be loyal. You're
Yeah,
not
but-
going to be honest. You're not going to be
That's what I'm saying. It kind of ties them all
it's-
together a little bit, but I still
It
think
totally
that
does.
they would want that.
I think that you have to have, if you have one, it kind
I
of
think she
ties
knows
into
the
all
guys.
other ones.
Honesty. There, Bridget.
Yeah.
Said honesty.
I like the honesty. Yeah. Brigitte, by the way.
Brigitte.
Brigitte. Yeah, I think honesty, actually, if you're not honest, none of the others really apply. Because you're not going to be loyal, you're not going to be caring, you're not going to be...
Well, he comes home and like, listen, I nailed my secretary. See, I'm honest. I'm
honest.
honest.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
Oh, I told you I don't have it. I'm honest though. I don't really care about you, but I'm being honest.
I know.
You could be honest and still be a dick.
You totally can. Well, that would help you determine whether or not you want to be with that person.
True.
So I think that's a great point, Brigitte, in that the honesty really plays a part in
everything.
In everything. You know, it really does. And I find that when people are upfront and honest with me, that I actually respect them more, and it allows you to make quality decisions.
I agree.
So,
that's
what women want. I think women are smart here.
Good choice, Brigitte.
I don't think men care if they're honest. Like,
we love you and your European opinions.
The top 10 for men: get laid, get laid, get laid, get laid.
Don't forget about getting laid.
And getting laid.
And getting laid.
Yeah. So.
And of course, there's getting laid.
No, but I kid around. There are a lot of great guys out there that
you probably would do all those.
Would do all those. So.
Yeah, they're home
Send
alone
me your
right
number.
Now. Home alone right now.
Kidding.
Or some lady got smart and snatched him up quick when he was 12, and he didn't get harmed by society.
Really?
I'm probably sure there's guys out there like that.
Oh, totally.
That was growing up like a good guy.
I know.
All right, so yes.
So, anyways, ladies, we talked about men's sexual health last week, and I think it's really important. What's funny is guys can do Kegels. Do you know that you can do Kegels? Do you know what Kegels are?
You know, exercises down there.
Yeah. Do you know men can do that? Do you do that?
Yeah, like the pee and stop thing or something?
Yeah. Pee and stop. Do you do it?
Oh, I got it down.
Nice. How about you, Alden? All you other guys.
I take 2.5 hours to finish. Just stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. We'll watch like Shawshank Redemption while I'm doing it.
Great, a prison one.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Excellent. Dudes.
Just me and the dudes and one lady.
So anyways, women.
I make her like the angry warden. You have to come up and have sex with me before you're released. Okay, fine.
And do the sphincter move, please.
That's right.
So,
and finish your.
So the whole look at her ear, isn't it funny? So
I keep messing with them.
The ladies, from a sexual health standpoint, the Kegels are like critical. You know, if you want to keep them high and tight, right? And it's actually good in a lot of ways, not just for him, but for you. And it keeps things tight and tough. No, we can actually move those.
Oh.
Yeah.
The doors?
Like you can...
The garage doors?
They're sort of like flexing your muscles. You do that.
The shutters?
Yeah. You can open and shut.
That's so cool.
Shutters, isn't it? Yeah. Shut your girlfriend.
Do you paint
them? No. But sometimes we open the window.
You should do one green and one red, like for holidays.
How about a smiley face?
How about just thinking, come on in. Open. That's what you gotta do. Have fun with it, ladies.
I know. Well, you can. Yeah, you should check it out sometime. And of course, it's the same thing, like exercise, skincare. You know, take care of yourself because. All right, so I went to Universal for 5 days with my daughter, and I just could not believe the number of people who didn't take care of themselves. Like unbelievable. And I get it. I mean, I know some people are just not into it, but like if you can just do some walking, actually is the best exercise you can actually do, and you can lose actually weight in inches the quickest. It just takes the longest. It's a long-term commitment.
Yeah.
But skincare, so huge. I mean, it's everything that you put into your body and put on your face and your skin. I mean, I put coconut oil all over, like every single night, all over my body, except for my face. So
you haven't told me why?
It's so good for you.
How
as far as hydration.
How do you get your back? And your butt?
I don't. You go like this to your butt.
Well, you can't get your back though.
No, you can't. That's why you need to have
a friend.
A friend.
A good friend.
Mm-hmm. Really good friend.
Like somebody you're seeing or somebody who sticks around after a show, something like that.
So you got to take care of your skin. And I know, I got it. I ignore him. You have to ignore him sometimes. He's feeling better, I can tell. There's no hacking anymore. So, in line with that, ladies, wear some lingerie. You and I have talked about this.
Yes.
You know what?
Ladies get comfortable very fast.
They do. And the thing is...
There's no fun in the bed.
You don't have to necessarily wear lingerie for him. I just like wearing it because it makes me feel good. I mean, it makes you feel feminine and sexy, and if you're not with a guy and you feel like you need to lose a few lbs, you can still put on lingerie and feel incredibly sexy.
That's why I do it.
You do?
I want to feel sexy sometimes.
I'm gonna buy you some lingerie.
Victoria's
So wear that lingerie. I mean, that's definitely, and it's all in the mind. You need a strong mental health for especially being a woman, women tend to age a little bit harder than men. Because, women, you need to exfoliate, and men shave every morning, so that is their natural exfoliation. So their skin usually looks pretty darn good. Well, you have a beard, but take care of that skin, wear the lingerie, and go naked. Like, don't be ashamed. I read this article about how you should just go naked in front of your partner. Whether you have C-section scars, I have C-section scars. And at first you're like, it's kind of embarrassing, but so in this study, men aren't focused.
I made a couple other little scars and I have tic-tac-toe on her belly.
Well, my daughter calls them dog ears. It's really cute, actually. She's like, oh, I came out of your belly. Those are dog ears. I'm like, that's not cute. So, but the study was that men aren't focusing on whether you have 10 extra pounds or, a C-section scar or small boobs or, unless they're a boob man.
Do the laundry.
And if you feel insecure about your body, get some amazing lingerie. Put it on, because who doesn't look great in lingerie?
Right.
Seriously. But more importantly, don't be afraid to walk around naked and get comfortable with your body, because that is a total turn on for a man, and they're not focusing on the little things that you see that you think are wrong with you, because they're probably not. But everybody has an insecurity, for sure. You could have one nipple bigger than the other, and you're like, oh, I don't want them to see that. Would that be cool? Is that hot? Is there
bigger nipple and C-section scars?
Do you think there?
I'm gonna have to end this program right now.
Do you think there are things that men are? Every man that I know as a friend or that I've been with throughout my adult life, they just walk around naked. They don't care. They don't care if they have love handles or no, but they're confident and they walk around, and it's like, wow, that is sexy. That is confidence. That's cool, and it actually stimulates, especially men. They see the nakedness and lingerie. Either way it goes, right? So yeah, don't be afraid to do that. Brigitte.
Okay. No, she's just telling me.
Oh, still. Okay. So anyways, get naked. The confidence we talked about. Be social. A man loves a woman who has a life.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than a woman is sitting home and like, what's he doing? What's he doing? What are you doing? Text.
Yeah,
are you out with the boys? What's going on? Yeah. Right? But you don't want to go to the extreme where you're like playing games and you're out with girls and like flirting and making out, or hanging out with guys, and your committed relationship, and
or don't let your only social outlet be bars.
Right.
Or your
absolutely
with guys and stuff.
But
so
social,
make it diverse.
like a sport or book club or a ladies club. Bunko is super fun. Oh my god, that's like girls just go, drink wine, they like tell dirty stories, and they roll dice.
Yeah, I give my sister a lot of crap because she's like Mrs. Mainline. She does all the annoying mainline things. But I give her credit that she diversifies herself. She's at like the balls, she's like at sports events, she's at a bar, she's at a restaurant, she's hanging with her friends at like just a girls' night. Her variety of things that she does are off the charts. So that's great. That's what you want to see.
It's very attractive to a guy, right?
Just do different stuff.
Right.
Don't just always be your outlet being going to a bar.
So I think if you have that diverse, like social aspect to yourself, it's very, very attractive.
And different kinds of friends.
But you also have to make sure you're with the guy who's not going to like get jealous of that, because there are guys out there that go crazy like when you're out. Oh, they're like, "Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with?" And
I've encouraged them all to go out.
It's like, please go away. I want to sleep.
Exactly.
But that's awesome. I think that women, you have to get out there and you have to you have to be social. You have to have confidence. Do those Kegels, take care of your skin. You can do it. It's never, ever too late. I know I was going to do that. Don't get hammered was the last.
Big one on my list.
Huge one, because,
all together.
I see so many women out there that get absolutely out of their minds. Yep. And the guys, they go home with them. But there's nothing substantial there.
But you will lose a guy. And I think it's the same with women.
Absolutely.
If your mate, whether guy or girl, drinks too much, it's a huge turnoff. Because they can't control themselves. And it's about your turnoff. Because eventually it's kind of hot in the beginning. It's like, oh, we're both drunk. But that wears off in about 2 seconds. And it's really an unattractive quality. So it just looks like it's an excess. It looks like you don't have the ability to have self-control. Right. So big one, yes. Make sure when you drink, be a social drinker. But don't drink too much. I like it all. All right.
Yeah. But I did want to say one last thing on that, on the getting hammered thing. Like, I just, I've heard stories about the relationships where they just go out and get hammered and they think they're in love with each other and they get hammered, they have sex. Sometimes they don't because there's dysfunction because of the alcohol. And then they don't do the everyday things like, hey, let's get up and make breakfast, or hey, let's go for a walk or a hike or play tennis or golf or whatever. So, yeah, that's you women, just find a social outlet. It's seriously, and you can meet the greatest guy from doing that.
Pleasures for your man. Let's
talk about this.
Got to do that. Sorry.
All right, so this is we're going to wrap the night up with what do your men want you to do?
Okay.
So this is interesting. So we talked about what
Can
women.
we do the other side first, since that was in the previous show?
Well, no, this was all right. So
real fast.
Okay.
Just run through them, just so we got.
So these are 9 pleasure points, ladies, that to turn on your man.
Turn your man. Here we go.
Okay, so you suck on their lower lip.
Oh, love that.
Right, but here, listen to this. If you run your tongue right down here, apparently, while you have the lip in, I don't know how you do that. You're gonna have to.
I know what to do.
There's apparently a sensual nerve there that just
good stuff.
Blows their doors out.
Yep.
So we're all used to men as well, licking the sides of the neck. Right here, the Adam apple, the thyroid area, licking this area is you'll blow a gasket.
Next my weak point. That's my weak point. That's good stuff.
Right here, totally. The nips.
Love the nips.
The nips. So on a man, it's called the ice cream swirl. Yeah.
And if you want to throw some ice cream down there, I wouldn't hate that either.
A little hot fudge.
Oh.
Yeah, right?
Good stuff.
Yeah, I love dessert. So here's an area under the ankle. So where the ankle meets, it's like this little spot, like they can see.
Yeah, good work.
It's like this little divot before the ankle and the heel. And apparently you have to be in the position of 69.
Okay.
And right as you're in the midst of lovemaking, if you press...
Lovemaking at 69? There's nothing to love about that.
Well, you're in the middle banging.
The hell out of my face. Are you out of my face?
You do the pressure points right in those areas, and apparently it will blow the guy. I mean, the guy will just...
I thought she's already blowing the guy.
No.
So it will blow the guy.
No.
You might blow his mind, but yes.
Yeah. So it will add a whole nother level of excitement to him. Stuff. The perineum. We know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've all talked about this. Near the family jewels.
Underneath.
We know what to do. But it's not a lot of women think, they read about it and they're like, I'm going in, and and you're like, oh my God. It has to be a gentle...
very caressing.
Type
very
of
loving.
caressing, but they say to use the tip of your knuckles. Mm-hmm. And then as things get closer, get a little more pressure, but that's it. And everybody knows this.
Shaft head.
The shaft. No, not the head. The shaft. The shaft.
Well, I'm just looking at the last couple of that.
So, no, yeah. Well, that's totally different. So there's the shaft, the head, and the F spot. So the shaft, apparently there's a little maneuver, and I'm not going to tell that. Should I tell that secret?
Sure.
So I read about this. You'll have to have your girlfriend tell me. But apparently,
we'll have to demonstrate here. Hold on.
No. So apparently, if it's a matter of the rings, the fingers, and you go in opposite directions.
Oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be mind blowing.
There you go.
That's and we all know about the head. Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, sure.
But there's the F spot, which is it's kind of the crease between the jewels, and apparently it has to be done ever so carefully because that's a delicate area. But apparently there's the crease right there that if it is managed properly,
Managed properly,
masseused properly, that it's supposed to be absolutely amazing. So
what do you weather strip peel it? What do you mean it's managed properly?
No, it's like a little, just like a little crust in that area. So
shine it, shave it, wax it.
You just gotta find it. You can't be rough. You cannot be rough.
Stain it.
He will be on the ceiling. You'll be peeling him off the ceiling, or
2 coats of paint.
He'll be throwing up.
You can manage it properly.
Well, you know what I mean.
The management company on site. We'll be there right in a minute, sir.
I'll be there in a minute.
All right, good stuff.
So anyway, ladies, this is a ladies' show, and those are a few tips that Well,
There we
definitely. Go. I know he's rushing me now. Well, that's because you hogged the beginning of the show.
It's because we had to do stuff.
All right, so we're going to end this
stuff.
on what do men want you ladies to do? So, ladies, I know some of these you're going to be like, no way, I'm not doing that. Just give it a whirl. You know, like spice it up, try it. And the lights on thing. Everyone has their argument. Oh, I'm not pretty, I'm fat, I have scars. We've already talked about this. Just go for it, because the guy is not focusing on your C-section scar or your sagging boobs. He just wants to get in. Right? Yeah. He's like looking at the whole nakedness.
More about the get out, but kind of get in.
Get in, get out, but also nakedness. Men love that. All the research I've done is like they don't care. They just want to see it naked.
Yeah.
So they love when you have your way with yourself. Yep. I think everybody
Upstairs,
knows that.
downstairs, she was the best she ever had.
So women, don't be afraid. I know you might have to have a cocktail and like get used to it.
Yeah,
it's like definitely do your thing. I mean, we do it alone. What does it matter?
And typically, you know how to touch yourself better than anybody else. So if we watch you and how you do it, we would learn and we can help you out.
How about that tip?
Always thinking.
Tips and tales.
Always thinking.
Yeah. Tips and tales from Corey Live.
There you go.
We don't need to talk about the mouth. I think we know
Use
that.
your mouth.
Yeah, women, vocal. It's not like, so men want to hear you talk, but they don't want to hear you like say.
Well, my insurance rates just doubled because of my last accident. What? Yeah, be vocal in a good way.
They don't want you to scream like obscenities. They want to like.
Well,
they want
sometimes,
but they.
I mean, you have to find the moment. Go with the moment is what I would say.
You
that
can
you're
mix
vocal.
the two to make it.
Learn the mood of the moment and go with it. And if it's getting a little dirty, go dirty. If it's going a little nicer, then just say loving stuff.
Right, but primarily men just want to know if it feels good.
Yes.
If it's feeling good, and you gotta let them know, or else they're gonna stop. And you could be feeling great with it, and then all of a sudden they stop, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, a little nudge or a little whisper, or maybe even a Snapchat that things are going well. That's all we were looking for.
Yeah, he's checking his phone while he's.
All right, things are good.
And focus on those sensitive spots that we talked about, because, men, everybody gets bored at some point in their, I think, sexual life. So, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So spice it up and do that. And slow down. Women. So women. And I can say this about you. You're like tired from work or the kids, and you're like, all right, can we just get this done? Right? Come on, take me.
Again, that's the one with the go with the flow. There's times to get a little slower, and there's times to speed it up. All good.
But they do, and that's because women are worn out. If they're working, they're taking care of kids, and
nothing wrong with a quickie.
Women just slow it down for a little bit. I swear, another 15 minutes won't kill you, and you might actually end up loving it. So frisky anywhere but the bed. Right?
Please, for the love of God, spice it up. Yes, something other than
I had a friend who would do it in the car in the garage, with like the windows open and things like that.
Near the rakes and the hose.
Got it. That's funny.
I know, I'm very funny. Thank you.
Yeah, I know you are in the cold and so yeah. Get creative. I mean, it's
get creative. Absolutely.
Creative.
Randomly in public somewhere. Yeah. I did it twice at a wedding.
Really?
Almost in front of people. Yes. So you gotta do something different. Get creative.
I read a couple stories about some funny, like this one couple. They saw snow maybe once in their life, and they were in Minnesota or somewhere, and there was like a ton of snow.
What is with you in Minnesota? If you love Minnesota, why don't you marry it?
Minnesota, and they actually went outside and had sex in the snow, and the woman's like, "I almost had hypothermia."
Of course.
Yeah, but they still did. And then another couple was in their home, the girl's home, like their parents' home for like an event or wedding or holiday. And they were allowed to sleep in the same bedroom together because they were married, but they were also frisky. And they knew that if they were doing it in the bed, somebody would walk in. Because when you're home and all your siblings are home, you like drink and then you like jump in the bed and you like, So what she did was she like put a bunch of books in front of the door, and she leaned her hands up against the door, and he was like...
Watching TV?
Yeah, the remote.
I'll be there in a minute, honey.
Yeah, the remote.
We just see the end of sports, and I'll be right there.
Anyway, so
that's the worst part, is I went to a girl's place, and it was like one of those holiday situations. We were allowed to stay in the same because the parents were very cool. But all right, so we're back.
So we're back. We're going to finish this off.
I was just going to finish my story. So it's just, when they put you in these odd rooms, you always get the odd beds, which sucks. You always get like those futons and...
When you're in a family's place. We're just talking again about like fun places.
Because the futons are like the worst to have sex
on. Futon. Because it's like being...
It's all wood, it's all moving. I mean, I'm telling you, like a minute in, it sounded like I was in Geppetto's workshop. Just...
Did your nose grow?
Oh, yeah. Well, something grew. Fortunately, it was my nose.